Welcome to the Outdoor Archives. Something a little bit different for you today. I was speaking to my cousin who's got that cottage up north. We did an episode up there for the Weekend Warriors. And he says, hey, why not bring up your ATV? There's a lake that I kind of wanted to find. There's supposed to be good fishing. So we're just going to go there to see if we can find it, and then maybe we'll hit it up for fishing another time as season's closed. You see here, we're gassing up all the ATVs. There's also a dirt bike that's riding with us. And, just checking everything, making sure we've got all the tools we need. And here we're just kind of, last minute, who's following who and that kind of thing. And then we're finally off to the races. After discussing with my cousin that my ATV is still relatively new to me, I didn't really want to take it on any real deep woods excursion. So this area here is full of cottage and old fire roads, so it's pretty hard packed. Nothing too crazy except for the middle. He says there's about a 2-mile stretch where it's pretty rocky, hilly, and there's a few uneven obstacles and things that we have to conquer, which is perfect. I get to put my machine to the test. Every chance I get, you see here, I pull off to the side of the road and up and down a hill just to kind of test it out. Was perfect, and to enjoy the ride. So far everything's going really well. We've got a group of guys, I think 5 or 6 in the group following us. And, we're just having our fun and winding down these roads.
What the hell he does exactly.
This stretch here is one of the main roads that the cottagers use for access. So it's pretty flat, pretty long, and pretty hilly. So this is a perfect spot to kind of open up the machine and let it go. So here I am just pinning it. Now I do have a passenger on the back, so I didn't go too crazy, and the bike didn't perform as well with that extra weight. But hey, I got up to about 55 miles an hour, and it was a lot of fun. Now that we've had a good chance to wind our machines open for a bit, we're going to turn down a side road here. This is still another fire road, so it's still relatively well used and in decent condition. So we can still keep up a pretty good clip here, but it is a little bit tighter. So we do have to be a little more careful. Now what we're looking for is a little forest side road. That was cut by ATVs. There's a bunch of down trees, I'm told, that the ATVers in the area kind of keep the trail in good condition, but still it's pretty challenging. There's a few hills, there's a few off-camber situations, and something different, and definitely looking forward to it. I haven't ridden in the forest in a long time, and kind of looking forward to the challenge. So what we're doing here is just winding down this road, looking for a little side access point. I'm told it's not that easy to find, and they've missed it before, so I'm just following them and enjoying the ride. So we finally found this trail, and you'll see that I do have to apologize to my passenger because although you can't really see it on camera, there are a lot of rocks kind of sticking out of here, and the trail's definitely starting to get tighter and rockier and more challenging. So there are rocks that are 5-6 inches high, and they're just sticking off the trail, and I'm pretty amazed at how well the ATV does to cushion you from those bumps. But we are still getting thrashed around in some situations here. And in fact, I think on the way home, although my GoPro wouldn't turn on, I actually got a flat on this stretch of road here somewhere with one of the rocks sticking out. So that was another adventure. You see here some of the locals have done a bunch of trail maintenance, putting up bridges where there's muddy areas, and in some places you'll see there's trees that have been cleared from the trail. They do quite a good job to keep the trails open here so that they can ride from lake to lake. And the scenery here is quite beautiful. I really wanted to take out my camera, get some pictures and videos, but the guys told me that we were supposed to have some pretty bad weather coming later in this afternoon, so we wanted to get our trail ride in so we can get back before this weather hits. So here we've kind of stopped to regroup because we have a really uneven piece of trail ahead, and I guess they've had some problems there before. So I'm just getting some instructions from our guide here, and I've gracefully asked my passenger to dismount, and we've got somebody spotting here as I go down the hill. Now again, the mount is on my top of my helmet for the camera, and it doesn't do a really good job of showing you what's going on here. But you know, there's a couple of tires that are not in contact with the ground, and I can actually feel the quad kind of swaying from side to side, and it's definitely really uneven, a lot more than it might look in this shot. And I'm glad that my passenger was off and we didn't have any issues. We all kind of came through it with no problems and kept on the trail. And here you see again our trail guide here was explaining that somebody had tipped their quad there some time ago, so we were all being very careful. So this is the final trail that gets us to our destination, and you know, this is a video that I made because a few people have asked about, you know, ATVing, and we're really curious about it. So hopefully this shows kind of, you know, what's involved and the way we do things at least. We're really fortunate where I am that we have thousands of miles of ATV trails here, and you know, we can just ride for days and days and days. So this was an awesome ride. You see here we're turning into our final destination called Loon Lake, and there's no cottages on this lake, which means the fishing is, you know, generally a little bit better than the others. So we're going to try it out in the spring. And you know, the weather wasn't getting too bad yet, so we decided to, you know, let's have a fire, let's have a chat. Of course, I, you know, whipped up some lunch and espresso. We all have to have our coffee in the woods. It's something we all love to do. You know, we chatted for about an hour before, you know, the weather moved in. It got cold very quickly. In fact, it got so cold and damp my GoPro wouldn't even turn on. Not sure what's wrong with it. It seems to work fine now. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And, you know, please like, comment, and subscribe. We've got new videos coming out every week. Thanks again.